And here it is. There we go. So hard times create strong men create good times create weak men, and then at the bottom it says weak men create hard times, and then the cycle continues. So if you came from a hard time and you were a strong man as a result, then you're gonna create just from going through that experience, going through that fire, you're gonna create good times because you already been through so much, right? But people that come up in those good times have not gone through the fire to be able to understand what it takes to create good times. You see what I'm saying? So they're weak. The good times will create weak men, and then these weak men that don't understand how to create good times are going to create hard times, and it goes on from there. So maybe I kind of got it right. I did get the book. Thank you, friends. I did get the book. I got it yesterday from the post office. Thank you. I got that. I sure did. Yeah, I got you sent it to my my PO box. It delivered perfectly. So thank you for that. Let's go to 970. You don't line. Who am I speaking to?
Yeah, my name is David Godby.
All righty. What's going on?
Thank you very much.
All righty. So what's happening? What's on your mind?
Hey, man. I always got a lot on my mind. So I'm Ty G in the chat. I like your show from what I'm seeing. Seems like you're really trying to get the truth out. I'm a former NASA headquarters contractor. He used to work downtown in D.C. And between the years of 96 and 2000, I myself worked on $11 million a year in harmonic mind control, weather modification, and destabilization technologies like molecular disintegration on American taxpayer money. And these were all U.S. dual Israeli grants. And the deal was they would use universities like Harvard, Oxford, and other prestigious universities to run these programs for $22,000 a year for students, and then NASA would reserve all rights to the technology. And so I want every person in the chat and in your listening to know that this was done under my watch, and it was done with all of our money, and they did this quite intentionally. And what's going on now has been a part of what is now known as the transhumanist New World Order this whole time. All right, so all the rumors are true, and you can confirm my employment there through my former companies, Allied Technology Group Incorporated. We had a $250 million a year contract through NASA headquarters. And I really want your people to know, because this is important information, that they have to lay all this stuff out in the open for everyone to see. It's their religion, commonly known as Kabbalism. And they really believe that if they show their victims what they're going to do to them in advance, it is complicit placation and acceptance, and that gives them power. And they've been doing this for hundreds of years, thousands of years. I'm not really sure how long they've been doing this, and I know it sounds crazy, but one of the things I saw there was, like, back in the 90s, Ghislaine Maxwell was a program manager for the Space Camp program, which was a specific program to groom little boys and girls to grow up to be astronauts. Well, knowing what we know now, because I didn't know who she was back then in 96 to 2000, nobody did. But knowing what we know now, we can easily see how this has been long played out as the plan. If you go back to Operation Paperclip, Werner von Braun was a Nazi scientist, one of 1,400 Nazi war criminal scientists brought to this country in Operation Paperclip. And what should offend people more than anything is the shape of the Pentagon and the fact Alexander Dulles, who created the MK Ultra program and ushered in Operation Paperclip, still has an airport named after him. And we still have politicians in Congress that were alive for Operation Paperclip. And they all sell out to Israel, which brags about leading the world in transhumanism. And it's a term a lot of people are scared of because it's been polarized because of people like Alex Jones and the way he comes off. But if you go to the Transhumanist Party U.S. chapter values page right now, it's all there in the fine print. And this is their only weakness, the people that are trying to take all of our freedoms away, is that they believe by their religious faith that they have to advertise these crimes in advance to everyone. And it's just funny because they spent the last 50 years dumbing us all down with chemicals. If you really look into this, people like Whitney Webb, Ryan Christian on Rockfin are exposing this really well. And it just needs to be out there for everyone to hear, because this is part of a globalist plan. And if we don't stop it now, we won't be able to. The other company I worked for was Global Science and Technology Group Incorporated. And as I said, I oversaw 55 proposal grants every year, $22,000 a piece, $11 million in my hands from the age of 17 to 20, for harmonic mind control, destabilization, molecular disintegration, weather modification systems, creating earthquakes, tornadoes. It's mad, but it's all true.
Thank you for the call, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
I'm not sure I believe any of that. You guys, I let them talk because I want just to. Some of you guys may know more about that than me. I don't know anything about that, but I'm not really. I don't know. Sometimes when I hear people talking, it's like I get to be like this. You know, that's me back. That's back in the day. That's me when I was in the slums. You know what I mean? That's same polo shirt and all that. I still got that shirt. But anyway, I let him talk because maybe you guys know more about that than me, and maybe you guys can verify what he's saying or disprove it. You know, but I don't know. I don't know nothing. All I'm saying is that it just kind of does not really sound like it makes sense. That's all.